All right, let's keep going. No mentorship. In the last video when I talked about boundaries, these two are connected. A moral compass and having mentors. What older people are in their lives with an excellent moral compass that are helping them know right from wrong? Everybody needs some kind of guide or some kind of mentor. Okay, if you're just out here on your own and you're not looking for anybody's help, I know you feel super independent, right? And you want us to take our hats off to you, but that's not wise. There's counsel. There's good counsel out here amongst people. If you find people with excellent moral compasses, and where I'm gonna start with the church. I'm just saying. So yes, they need a mentor. They need adults, whether it's somebody in their family, whether it's somebody in their church. They need a mentor. So you need a mentor on top of your peer circle. Actually, let me make that clear, because you and your friends, they tend to you tend to think alike. You may not be exactly alike, but you tend to think alike. Birds of a feather do flock together. So yes, there are some differences, but there are also some similarities, and they're not always the best similarities. So yeah, they need some mentorship, someone to look up to. They need to show some kind of humility, that they're willing to be groomed by somebody, that they're willing to have someone that will propel them to the next level in their life. All right, so let's go on to another thing we have here. Always asking you for stuff. Come on now, that's a red flag. They always got their hand out. And see, I gotta do a video on feelings and attachment, because yeah, people are feeling you. Yeah, people are attached to you, but for what? Sometimes they're not attached to you for who you are as a person. They don't care about you. They're attached to the product. They're attached to what you give them. That could be money. That can be sexual sexual favors. That could be even your company, right? Someone can really just be getting off on being around you. And I don't mean your personality. I mean just a warm body. You'll be surprised how many people don't really, they kind of tolerate you, but they're so lonely, they'll still go to restaurants with you. They'll still go bowling with you. They'll still, do a lot of things with you, but that don't mean they liking you all the time. So be careful. Some people just got their hand out for you to give them something to fill voids in their life. And you don't want to be a void filler. And that's temporary anyway, because there's only one spiritual being that can fill you to the top, overflowing. That is Jesus Christ. Your soon to be, if not, Lord and Savior. Anyways, what else do we have here? Accusing you. Come on now. You don't need nobody in your life talking about the reason they don't want to move forward is because they don't trust you. I get it, right? You don't have to trust somebody, but guess what? You don't have to be guilty before being proven innocent. And you don't have to be innocent before being proven guilty. Someone can be a blank slate and you're just collecting data on them based on safe boundaries, which takes some time. And you need patience for that. Okay, so we'll be doing a video too on how you have to value self-discipline and how you have to value being righteous. And I don't mean that in a haughty, prideful, better than somebody kind of way, pompous way. I mean righteous as in wanting to do right. That means when you make mistakes, you want to get it right. And you're sorrowful and you're empathetic and you're sympathetic. That's what I mean by someone who needs to have a drive to want to be righteous. And some people just don't, because guess what? It takes selflessness. And a lot of people by nature are selfish. Come on now. When you was born, you was selfish. You ain't know no better. Okay. But at some point, you can't be childish no more. You got to grow up and want to be selfless, but wise with boundaries. So again, accusing you, that's a red flag. Don't make me guilty. And you didn't see me do it. You didn't hear about me doing it. And people will lie on you. But there's a way that God will reveal people to you. It won't just be dreams and visions. You will get hardcore evidence. If you are having a prayer life, He will make sure that you see in the natural, in the earth, not just in your head. You will see them do and say things that will give you your evidence on who they are. But that's not fair. To make accusations and say people are guilty and say people are doing this, that, and the third, and they're not doing it, just to say, this is why I don't trust you. But guess what? You always got your hand out. Doesn't make sense. You want product from me. You want resources from me, but you don't trust me. You want to accuse me all the time I'm such a bad person. Not quite sure about that. People be scandalous. They be out here trying to scam people. Okay, that's the real scandal. Accusing you why they got their handout taken from you. Just saying, red flag. Okay, we got some more stuff here. Non-committal. They aren't committed to anything. They're not committed to you. I mean, they might be committed to getting the goods, but they're not committed to you in a wholehearted type of way to have a pure goal of seeking God about if you're their lifelong mate. Okay. So non-committal, they don't commit to anything. They go with the flow. They let their feelings dictate to them what they're going to do every single day, almost every single second. Now it's kind of funny that a lot of people are slaves to money, and they're slaves to their job, and they're slaves to the grind of getting money. But when it comes to everything outside of that, all of a sudden you just go by how you feel. You're up and down. You change like the weather. That's not a reliable person. That's not a dependable person. And sometimes that's just not an honest person. And you don't want somebody who can't commit to you. They'll give you their words that they're committed to you, but their actions will show you that they're not. That's whack. Okay? So let's keep going.